Hello, so as promised, I am taking a little video of Diana and I's show, Reconnect. So I'll start off with my little geodes over here. These were pretty fun because people were interacting with them throughout the whole night. Take a look inside. Beautiful purple glaze. The little soma just pops right out. This is a beautiful blue glaze that we love. And last but not least, I always just love the little surprise of when you open up a rock and it has these beautiful colors on the inside. So that's what these pieces were inspired by. Back you go. And these series are the sun catchers. And they shine a beautiful rainbow light when the sunlight goes through these crystals. And I spun these on the wheel, and they all have a little soma inside them as well. So a couple of these sold, but the rest are available on my website, and I'll include a link to them in the notes. This guy's got a bigger crystal. This glaze turned out so cool. Let's get this guy out. Yeah. I know, I always call this pose the dead bug pose. It feels great. This guy has the one glaze little soma. Blue glaze on the back. These are the little sea spine inspired pieces. This one is with the red clay. This little guy nestled in there with his feet sticking out. I included a few gems up here. Nice long one. This one's with the coffee clay. He's kind of leaning forward there and sitting on the sea spine underneath. And a nice little jewel in there. I love thinking of this one up high. You're kind of looking up at him. He's looking down at you. And then this one is actually a mixture of all of the clays that I have, which is why it kind of got this cool marbly effect. And then over here was one of my sea spine pieces. As was here. also had a little tiny stage hand-woven piece here that we're holding the earrings. This earring Diana made based off of a little bird bone. But of course this is clay. No nickel in these. And these are a couple of Diana's espresso cups and mug. This guy has a beautiful glaze on it that we love. Lots of cool stuff going on in there. Yeah. And of course the little creatures are always on the handles. Almost always. Have a nice little seating area over here. This was a little teapot mug topped by Diana. And I made this ceramic shelf with a few of my somas. Really happy with how this coloring turned out on the glaze. And this is our main centerpiece right here. This one was a collaboration between Diana and I created these little somas, the little bodies on the bottom, and she created the vessel that they're holding up, and we glazed it and fired it together. It's got this beautiful bronze kind of a glaze. And this is great, a great piece just on its own. You can also put like one single flower in it. It's got a beautiful bit of glaze that fell into the lap that has these really cool like yellow crystals in them that formed. We were super happy about that. Yeah, satisfying drip. Drips are always unplanned. We just kind of hope that they turn out well when we fire it in the kiln. And this one really did. Got lucky. But also we worked pretty hard. Combination. We have a couple of other collaborative pieces as well. This one here is very delicately balancing on my 3 somas. Diana made the vessel again, and we got this really great drip of blue glaze going down here. Super happy with how this piece turned out too. The glaze has a lot of beautiful coloring at the top. And then our third collaborative piece is here. Red clay turned out super bright. Really, really love it. This is a little bit of a smaller one with our gray and yellow glaze. I think we're gonna call it Peaches and Cream. These little guys are by Diana. You can always tell which ones are by Diana because they're more like animals and mine are all people. These 2 little guys are called I Wasn't Ready. So much personality in all of them. Here's a couple of my little somas in the coffee clay. Here is the next piece here. called Make Me by Diana. And then we have a few of our 2D pieces up as well. Here are a couple of Diana's very detailed, awesome drawings, which if you're interested in finding Diana's work for sale, I'll also add her contact information and you can ask her if you want to buy anything. Here is a couple of my pieces. This painting's called Through, and I did it last summer through the UPC Entrepreneurial Program. And of course, the original little somas that I first did in February 2020. Finally was able to fire these guys, and here they all are. These ones are not for sale. They're very special to me, so I will be keeping them, but I really wanted to be able to showcase them. Two of them broke, but I've kept the little pieces, and I'm currently deciding whether or not to fix them up or let them sort of go back to their original clay state and make something new out of them. Still deciding. But all of these ones turned out really great. All right, moving on to the next little and last little corner of this room. This is all Diana's work. Again, we have some of her drawings up here. I know she made the frames with her sister, which is pretty cool. And here is her beautiful teapot with those satisfying drips and the beautiful little guy on top. Can confirm that it pours very well. Here's a couple of her little figures again. And a huge bowl. Very happy with how this one turned out. And a few mugs. Another little cat guy in there. Great, and yep, that pretty much sums it up. This other room that we had here was more of like an activities room. We had like a whole table set up right here for people to get their hands on some clay, which was super fun and went over really well. Anyone who wanted to have what they made glazed and fired, we asked just for a minimum donation of $5, and people made some cool things. Oh, I didn't see that one before. That guy looks familiar. I bet Diana did that one. Nice little still life there. So yeah, that was really fun. We also set up this. It had a lot more stuff on it before, but it was sort of a pottery seconds rack of some of Diana's earlier pieces that she was happy to let go for a little bit of a lower price and proceeds will go towards getting some new things for our ceramic studio, which is exciting. So there really was a lot more stuff here before. But yes, these last ones are still available, and they are also really beautiful. So yeah, these little guys, we had a bunch of these little guys out so people could drink wine out of them throughout the night, and then they could pay like $3 to $10 to take them home with them. So that was a really fun idea. Yep. All right. Have a great day. And again, I'll put the links for being able to purchase our pieces if you're curious on my website. And then if it's Diana's pieces that you're interested, I'll include her contact information so you can contact her directly.